You know, if I ever put a model together and nothing goes wrong, I think I'll check myself for a pulse because I think I died and went to heaven. Don't want to seal it up yet because it's got a lot more to do to the inside. And the Jupiter 2 is largely finished at this point, but ran into a few hiccups. One was the astrogator bubble and the dome bubble on top are almost identical, and even though I checked the number, I managed to get the wrong one in the wrong place, messed up a decal that you can't see. They're on the right ones now, and there's the astrogator inside. Uh, we got a problem, which I was afraid might happen. The top and the bottom just will not mate. Not where you can get them off. I mean, if I glue them into place, like glue the front end down and let that harden, go back, glue the back end down, I can seal it up, but then to get it open, even using the magnets or whatever I tried, it's not going to seal up tight. So I have to decide what I want to do because obviously I would like for people to be able to see the inside because you can't see that much from, just the window. And it's probably time to take a break from this and go to work on the other one. I'll see if I can get some beauty shots of this though. And I wasn't able to use the metallic landing gear because one of the trunnion pieces was missing. Plus, the metal rod did not fit into the holes in the trunnions. I'd have to bore it out, and it was metal. And I was like, you know what? I've got a perfectly good landing gear. I'll just paint that and use it. So I'm going to have to decide what I want to do. And I'm guessing, of course, I'm going to pop the top off to get to the batteries to change them. I could hide them in a landing gear, I suppose. And I don't know. But the magnets and stuff aren't going to work. I wound up filing all of the stems, and I wound up having to cut a lot of them off just to get it to fit. There was issues with a whole bunch of stuff. I removed everything from the inside so the floor could lay as flat as possible. That's not the problem. And I'll just have to, I guess I'll just have to glue it down. And then maybe use a CA glue so I can break the seal when the time comes. I know some guys that do that with Enterprise models. Let me show you a couple of things that did get working though. Alright, I got a couple of switches back here up on the aft landing gear, and I can adjust the speed, turn off the fusion core, get it into idle, startup mode, warm up, and then flight mode, and then off. Actually, you see the green glow on my hand. See, there's still light leaks under here, and the back end is not really. This thing potato chips. It's so big that the plastic warps and buckles on these two buckets, so they're just not laying down the way they're supposed to, and you got this much interior framing members and everything. It takes just something to be a 1/16 of an inch out of place to apply some pressure, and I did everything according to the numbers, and everything lined up right. So when it come to fit this, that I ran into some real trouble, and my guess is I'll probably glue everything down and get a bunch of beauty shots of it later when take a bunch of beauty photos, get a bunch of beauty shots, and that way, no matter what happens, at least I'll have the film footage of it. It is an impressive kit, extremely detailed with the aftermarket decals and the aftermarket photo etch and everything. Add all this magnificent detail that you just don't want to cover up. Of course, just sitting on the shelf with the lights turned off, you probably wouldn't even notice it facing you. I think I'm going to move this into the office and see. I really hate to glue it all down though, but I may have to. I don't know, just for the photo session. Then we can see. Not that thing far enough in there didn't show easily, but that makes it a little tricky to reach. You see when with everything turned off, you don't really even notice that much. Well, yeah, anyway. Hoorah. All right, well, I brought it into the office. We've got it on display here. It actually looks pretty cool. I just got the front end closed for right now. The back end shows a little, who cares, it's against the wall. Well, I'm going to take a break from this. Align that shell a little better. But I'm going to probably start working on the Stagecoach next and let this thing take a break. So I'll run some photos on the outro. You guys take care of yourselves. And as always, model on.